Hello everyone, I'm Isam Khmeri from Isam Tutorials. Today I want to show you how to switch from scene 1 to scene 2. And we want to switch from scene 1 after 10 seconds and go back from scene 2 to scene 1 after 10 seconds. But in the middle of the 10 seconds, let's say 5 seconds, this man in scene 2 talk about the important things and you want to switch to it manually. You move your course to scene 2 and switch. When you move your mouse, we want to pause our macros, our work that work automatically, that time from switching from scene 1 to scene 2 and scene 2 to scene 1. How we can do that? We go to our plugin Advanced Scene Switcher. Okay, go to macro, create first macro. We want to switch from scene 1 to scene 2 first. Here keep this scene and here current scene, select scene 1 and here select for exactly, let's say 10 seconds. Okay, here we want to switch when this in scene 1, we want to switch to scene 2 for exactly after 10 seconds. Okay, now we want to create the second macro. We want to switch from scene 2 to scene 1 after 10 seconds. Click here, keep this the same, select scene 2 for exactly 10 seconds. Okay, here switch from to scene 1. Okay, that's good. Let's test this. After 10 seconds, it switched to scene 2. You see? And after 10 seconds, we switch from scene 2 to scene 1. Okay. Now we want to add when our mouse move and we want to switch to scene 2 before 10 seconds, this macro 1 and macro 2 pause. And when we move to scene 2 and stop our cursor, macro 1 and macro 2 impose and work like we want. Okay, we add macro 3 here. We focus in our cursor. Click plus, here choose cursor, and here if the cursor is moving, do this. Go here, click here, go to macro. We want first pause macro 1 and click another time. Okay, macro, and here pause macro 2. Now we want, if the cursor is moving, pause macro 1 and pause macro 2. And here click for macro 4 and we want to choose cursor. Here, if not moving, if not cursor is moving, here choose macro and impose macro 1 and here click plus, choose impose macro 2. Okay, let's see our work. Click here, start for test. Now let's see here. You see here when we move it here and check. When we pause our cursor, it check macro 1, macro 2. That means when we move our cursor our macro 1 and 2, they are not working. And when we pause, they go back to work. You see? That is our work. That means when this cursor is paused, it count 10 seconds and switch to the scene 1. When we move this cursor, we can choose the scene manually and pause the work. I hope this tutorial will be useful for you, and use it for your stream or your podcast or your record. Thank you for watching, and I hope you click like and write your or ask your question in the comment below. Thank you, and see you in the next tutorial.